Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about lines in art. Using lines is a simple way to make art. In fact, line is one of the 7 elements of art. An element is like a basic ingredient. So to say that an element of art, it just means that line is a basic ingredient that you need to make art. Lines are actually all around us, and we see lines everywhere. Let's take a look around and I'll show you what I mean. So let's take a look at what kinds of lines there are. There's vertical lines that go from bottom to top. There's horizontal lines that go from side to side. There's wavy lines, zigzag lines, dotted lines, swirly lines. Let's take a look around and see what kind of lines we can see around here. There are lines in the hallway where the floor is different colors, and look where the floor meets the wall. It makes a line. Building blocks and handrails make lines too. This stack of chairs looks like a lot of lines. The columns in the hallway make vertical lines that hold the ceiling up. This row of benches makes a dotted line. The swing sets are made out of curved lines. What kind of lines are these? Those lines look like candy canes. How many different lines do you see here? How many different kinds of lines do you see here? Let's count the different kinds of lines we see and then hold up that many fingers. Do you see only one kind of line? Do you see 2 different kinds of lines? 3? How about 4 different kinds of lines? Who sees 5 different kinds of lines? That's right. When we take a closer look, we can see that the yellow lines at the top of the slide are vertical. The handrail is a diagonal line. If you look at the side of the stairs, the blue stairs make a zigzag line. The slide makes a wavy line or a curved line. And if you look way at the back, the top of the building makes a horizontal line. That's 5 different kinds of lines that I can see. How many did you see? So let's review real quick. First, let's talk about vertical lines. Remember, they go from the bottom to the top. Then horizontal lines go from side to side. Wavy lines go up and then curve down. Zigzag lines go up and then make a direct turn down, then up, then down. They're pointy on the top and the bottom, zigzag lines are. There's a swirly line that goes around and around. Pretend you're drawing a circle, but you don't let the ends meet and you just keep making the circle bigger and bigger and bigger. That's a spiral line or a swirly line. Then there's a dotted line that is just a bunch of dots that are very, very short. They don't have to be connected, but if it's a dotted line, then they're going to be in a row, either in a wavy row, in a zigzag row, in a vertical row, in a horizontal row, or a swirly line. That might be kind of a hard one to make a dotted swirly line because that might just look like a bunch of dots all together, right? Okay, so take a look around your house from where you're sitting and see if you can identify vertical lines, horizontal lines, wavy lines, zigzag lines. How many do you see right where you're sitting? Next, we're going to do some drawing. So have your crayon or pencil ready and a piece of paper. It can be scrap paper, an envelope, junk mail, or you could draw in a journal or in your spiral notebook or a loose sheet of paper. Just make sure it's okay to use the paper. Okay, let's get started. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, so we're going to start with a vertical line, and a vertical line goes straight up and down. Can you draw one vertical line? Now we'll draw another one next to it, and another one, and another one. Now we have 4 vertical lines. Now that we've drawn 4 vertical lines, let's try some horizontal lines. On my paper, the horizontal lines are going to go the same direction as the blue lines on the paper. Horizontal lines go side to side. Now we have 4 horizontal lines. Let's draw some wavy lines. I'm going to draw wavy lines vertical. There's one wavy line and 2 wavy lines. Notice how the wavy lines don't have points, they have curves. On this end, I'm going to draw some zigzag lines. Now, zigzag lines have points. See the point? And I actually pick up my marker when I change directions so that the points are extra sharp. I'm going to draw a second vertical zigzag line. Did you know a line could be 2 things at once? It's vertical and it's zigzag. Let's draw a horizontal zigzag line. Take your time and go slow and in control. Now we can add some dotted lines. And I'm going to put my dotted lines right in between these vertical lines. So now I'm drawing a dotted vertical line. We can also draw a dotted horizontal line. And a second dotted horizontal line. We can draw a dotted zigzag line in between the 2 vertical zigzag lines. Now we've got some space over here for some spirals, and these are fun ones to do because spirals start like you're drawing the letter O, but the O just keeps getting bigger. It never connects. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Spirals are fun to draw. Let's draw a small spiral in here. And maybe we should draw one more. I'll let you decide where you draw your third spiral line. For this next segment, we're going to use the participants and the chat feature. So when I ask you a question in the participants panel, there's yes, no, or thumbs up, thumbs down. Ready? Get ready to play 2 reals and a fake. I will show you 3 pictures. 2 of the pictures will match the description, but 1 will not. Choose the fake. Horizontal lines. 2 of the choices below are horizontal lines and 1 is a fake. What number is above the fake? If you chose number 3, you're right. Number 3 has vertical lines. Vertical lines. 2 of the spaces below have vertical lines. 1 does not. What number is above the fake? You chose space 2. You're right. Space 2 has horizontal lines. Now it's time to find the fake in the zigzag lines category. 2 of the spaces have zigzag lines, but 1 doesn't. Find the fake. What number is above the space that does not have zigzag lines? If you chose number 1, you're right. Number 1 does not have zigzag lines, so that's the fake. That's all for this episode of 2 Reels and a Fake.